everyone, welcome to Slater's Risk Game. Today we're going to do a review of my latest acquisition, and it is the Invicta Reserve Subaqua Specialty. If you're an Invicta person, you definitely heard of the Subaqua Specialty. A lot of people just refer to it as the SAS. It is one of the most popular collections out of the 30 collections that Invicta has. This is my first time buying one. I've been thinking about buying one for like 2 or 3 years. But I always kind of like the design on it, so I finally picked one up. So we'll just take a look at, before we do, you can look at the packaging of this one. It comes in this Invicta box. You got the little wave pattern on the top of the box. It looks slightly different. You can see here, this yellow and black box here. All right. Again, of course, inside you got your instruction booklet and your, you got a cleaning cloth and a tag. Okay. But yeah, so this is the Invicta Reserve Subaqua Specialty. Reserve just simply means it probably got some upgrades to it. Some watches fall under referred to as being a reserve. But yeah, let's take this down here. Yeah. But yeah, I love this watch. I really like the color of it. So let's go over the specs. This watch has a Ronda 515 quartz movement. It has a 52 millimeter case measured horizontally, and it has 18 millimeters thickness. See the thickness there. I measured at 61 millimeters lug to lug, so it's pretty long there. And it has the lug width I measured at the very top, going across the very top, 31 millimeters. It tapers down to 26. So this is a real thick bracelet at 26. The watch is 500 meters water resistant. So this watch has pretty good build quality to be able to achieve 500 meters water resistance. So I do like that. Ronda, they specialize in making Swiss quartz movements. So the Ronda 515 is pretty good. This watch has a stainless steel case and a stainless steel bracelet. And the finishing for the watch just seems to be like high polish all over. When you look at the bezel is a gold color. And it is a fixed bezel, and it does have some blue exposed screws on the bezel, which I do like those. I always like to see exposed screws on the bezel. The dial, before we get to that, the crystal is what Invicta calls a flame fusion crystal, which is basically a mineral crystal with a thin layer of sapphire. It does seem to work pretty well for keep the scratches off the crystal. And you got a mother of pearl dial, so I do like the dial. I do love looking at this mother of pearl. I think it's very pretty. Do have skeletonized hands with the second hand having the Invicta Reserve logo on it. You do have a date window at the 3 o'clock, and you got the words Invicta Reserve right under the 12 o'clock. Then you got some very simple but elegant hour markers going around the dial. But I do like it. And down here at the 6 o'clock, you see the word Swiss movement. So I don't know if I can get it to where you guys can see Swiss movement. Yeah, they do it because of the Ronda movement. So it's actually pretty good. And like I said, this the bracelet, I do like it. It is this 5-link bracelet, and it goes from 31 millimeters at the top, tapers down to 26 millimeters. And then you do have a clasp that's signed with the Invicta logo. On the crown, you do have a screw down crown, and it is a gold crown, and it is a signed crown with the Invicta Reserve logo. And you also see some exposed screws again, 4 more screws on the side of each case, okay? When you look at the bracelet, there is like push pins in the bracelet. It's basically push pins. You do have a micro adjust with 5 different places for the micro adjust. So this is good to get a watch with a micro adjust. Really good for when your wrist does swell up. But I do like the bracelet. I do like the 5-link bracelet. I always like multi-link bracelets. I think they're pretty cool. Let's take a look at the case back. All right, so here you can see the case back. You do see Invicta Subaqua, and it says best under pressure is the logo. So it says best under pressure, and then you see Invicta Reserve. You got a lot of information, like it was a Swiss movement, water resistance 500 meters, model number. And this is model number 37841. So model number 37841, if I haven't mentioned it already, okay? So, and then you see here on the folding arms, you see where it's also Invicta Reserve. And this watch does have some solid end links. So overall, I like the watch. Pretty good looking watch. Just a very high polish. Now this here is going to be very polarizing. Some people are not going to like it because of the size, or some people might not like it because it's high polished. And some people will like it just for those reasons, because of the size and because of the finishing, the high polished finish. But this is, they said that this watch has a fixed bezel. So it's not like a sports watch. It's pretty much like a dress watch. But you can wear this. So I'll probably just wear this watch maybe like once a month. And very, in situations where, you know, I feel like a blue watch would be appropriate. But this is not a watch you just wear every day to the office, okay? But it is like a high polish finish to it. I almost got like a wet look to it, which is what I like. So some of the things I like about this watch is the color. I like the mother of pearl dial. I like the water resistance. And the watch is very comfortable on the wrist. As you can see here, the case really does curve down, so it does really conform to the wrist very well. So I do like that. The only thing I don't like about it, this bracelet, you're not going to be able to put straps or the different type of straps on this bracelet. Not that I would, but this bracelet, this probably the only bracelet or strap that I would actually put on this watch. And the bezel is, yes, you know, it is a fixed bezel. It doesn't rotate, but I don't use rotating bezels most of the time anyway. And I do also like the fact that it has a screw down crown, so the water resistance I think is pretty high, but with a screw down crown, and also has a screw down case back. So yeah, and even with the case, I do like this little design here. The case, you see these little arms here. I always thought that was pretty neat when I looked at this watch. So overall, I love the way this watch is finished. I love the color. I love the mother of pearl dial with the date window discussed in our hand. I just like the look of the watch. So I just want to share it with you. You guys can put in the comments what you think about this watch. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate you guys for continuing to support the channel. So please continue to watch and comment and subscribe and like the videos. Next week, I'll be bringing a State of the Collection video for you guys, and I'd love to get your comments on that State of the Collection. So thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and just enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to reading your comments. All right, thanks.